Sir, Laser. What's up, man? Another. You already know. I don't even gotta say too much. Look, man, I got the Dewey on. Got the Dewey on. We got a video. We got another video. This is video three. Video three. It's called Nina Lynn and Zoe Spencer really got away with this. You feel me? Oh shoot, father calling. Hold up. Hey, what's up, man? I'm busy at the moment. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. No, I'm doing work. I got you, man. I got you, man. But I'm straight though. I'm straight. I love you too. All right. Bye. Hey, man. I was one of the hubs. I was the hubs. I was the husband. As you see, man. But look, man. We grind. We on the work. We on the work path. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So look. Sorry for the intermission. Smash the like button, smash the comment button. Comment what you ate today. Comment what you seen today. Comment because you're hearing this. I want you to comment, and that's your goal for the day. As my goal was to record for you, your goal is to comment, my nigga. But look, we about to get into the Nina Lynn situation. Let's see what it is. It's 1346. 1346.
Dubbed as the Streamer Essay Weekend. And the first incident that kicked
Wait,
it off was
nigga,
this weekend will be dubbed as the Streamer Essay Weekend. And the first incident that kicked it off was the revival of, the banning of, and the unbanning of Nina Lynn and Zoe Spencer from their incident that happened about a year ago, a little over a year ago, on Saeed, Silky's assistant.
This was a year ago?
Oh my God. Saeed, come here. I got you. Saeed, come here.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
He's 23. He's consensual.
No, he's not consenting.
Yes, he is.
You didn't even say nothing.
Hey, man, that's ridiculous.
He's not.
Let my boy go.
I don't think he wants to.
Yeah, stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there.
Nobody.
Sit down.
Shaking that little shit. Shaking that little shit.
After gathering to do another one of their infamous group streams, Nina Lynn, Zoe Spencer, Silky, and Silky's assistant were having great times on this stream. At least what appeared to be great times. Now, I'm showing you these clips to do two things. One, depict what was going on prior to this situation. And two, because I know somebody's going to use these clips as a way to try to justify the situation that happened with him. But that does not make anything that happened to him any better or any more right or consensual. So like I said, Zoe, Saeed, Nina, they were all having a good time. There are even videos and images of Zoe twerking on Saeed and him actually going into the twerk as if he is, you know, accepting of said dance.
Okay.
Now, all these things seem to be fun and games and just streaming culture in general.
Hey, that's my nigga Joe, bro. That nigga Joe.
Now, all these things seem to be fun and games and just streaming culture in general until Nina and Zoe took it way too far. Now, I know that there's going to be somebody in the comment section thinking to themselves, well, why is twerking considered essay? Why is him getting a dance from them two considered essay? One, he's telling them to stop multiple times, but that's not what a lot of people are actually focusing on. What they're focusing on is the fact that they eventually pick him up, drag him into a room, and then attempt to strip his clothes off, even though there are people saying no in this situation. And from my understanding, they even tried to pull out like a condom.
Parents of children who play Roblox. If your child was sexually exploited, abused, or pressured to share explicit content.
God damn, this nigga was getting hurt. My bad bitches, though.
Take it off. Hey, yo, cut the cameras. Cut the cameras.
Cut the
Yo, cut the
cameras.
cameras, bro. Zo, do your shit. No, outside clothes on bed. Hold on. This is a nice bag. Hold on, this is a nice bag.
No, he's not consenting. He's not consenting. Yo, that's my bag.
You had a condom.
Yo, what is happening? Yo.
What happened?
Condom.
That's my bag.
You had a condom.
Yo, what is happening? Yo.
Now, what's interesting and weird about this situation is the fact that this had been going on pretty much the whole day. There were several times in this stream in which Nina, Zoe, Saeed, and Silky were all together, in which Zoe and Nina went over and pinned down Saeed or started twerking on Saeed in many numerous ways.
He ran away. Cause I was trying to give him a dance last night, and I'm gonna hold him down. You do it. Okay.
I'm gonna hold him down.
She said she gonna hold him down.
Oh my God, you're the girl Saeed been saying so much about.
He has. You've been talking about me.
Don't you face me the bubble?
He do need a bubble.
With the kids.
I'm not going to get in debates with people about what is wrong, isn't wrong, X, Y, and Z, etc.
For sure.
But I do think that this does serve as a learning lesson to a lot of people that even if somebody did consent to something hours ago, minutes ago, days
fuck
ago,
them
weeks
hoes,
ago,
nigga.
doesn't mean that
Fuck
they
them
will
hoes.
always be consenting. The minute that somebody says no to something, you gotta stop. That's just
That's
the way
real,
it
but
works.
that nigga
Now, this
Saeed
happened
need to
over a
grow
year
up,
ago,
though.
like I
Need to
stated,
grow up and catch some
nothing
ass.
happened to Nina.
Grow up,
Nothing
catch
happened
some
to Zoe.
ass,
You're probably
nigga.
wondering why. Now, I have my own deep dive thoughts about that on Patreon. I'm not gonna discuss it in this video, but let's just say
Nigga
this
just
was
plugged his
swept under the
Patreon, you
rug,
hoe
and
ass
people really
nigga.
weren't studying this situation until some specific incidents happened. Your Rage Gaming, yes, Your Rage, member of
I hope
FaZe,
it's
had
not
to
this
press
nigga
Nina at a
counting this
party
nigga.
in which she doubled down on what she did back then, and that kind of sparked this whole new revival of the entire situation.
So what if he says, I feel like you did some shit wrong?
No, so the whole Saeed thing, no one essay Saeed. That's why today I was actually looking for Saeed. I was gonna talk to him because he definitely felt disrespected as a person. Me, I take accountability what I do. If you dead ass felt disrespected, I didn't know. So you gotta let me know. If you did, I will always apologize. And that's just normal people. But for him to walk around and say all that crazy shit, you never think about what Saeed's thinking too, though. Like, who wants to walk around being called that? That's embarrassing for him as a guy.
You ain't see Saeed today?
I was looking for him. I was looking everywhere for him.
Now, while she did claim that she was trying to patch these situations up between Saeed
She was trying to
and
be
her, she
peacemaker,
ultimately
nigga.
denied it. Look, Saeed had been talking about this for a very, very long
Saeed.
time. And he fell
Okay,
victim to what a lot of male
okay.
victims fall victim to is that people just don't care. He ran into the gay jokes. He ran into the, you don't think she bad, you sweet, you soft, X, Y, and Z joke. He ran into a lot of backlash
Yeah, I ain't
and
gonna lie, that was
scrutiny
just me.
behind dismissing Zoe
That
and
was me.
dismissing Nina's advances in this situation.
That was me,
And
by the
to
way.
be quite honest with you, that's just wrong. As a society, we have to do a better job of taking SA more seriously for all victims, to be quite honest with you, but especially male victims. Male victims get invalidated so often because people can't fathom how a man can be essayed by a woman, but let's be clear, it can
Yeah.
happen.
It
It can
happens.
really, really
Very
happen.
rare.
But the only
It happens,
problem
though.
is that when it does happen, people run to the internet or run to the timeline and just straight up invalidate you. And especially because he's a cameraman, nobody's gonna care about him and his feelings. Now, because this situation got revitalized based off of Nina's total dismissal of Saeed's feelings, people started to pick up on this story again. And those bigger content creators like XQC and Asm Gold basically pressed Twitch's B-Star about, hey, how are you gonna address this situation? This is something we didn't know about, and now that we do know about it, what are you gonna do?
Isn't it crazy this bitch hasn't gotten banned yet? She hasn't, right? So let me get this straight. So it's been a whole day. Everybody been talking about this. You have this girl that sexually assaults a guy on camera, and she not even banned. Wow. We gonna bring this up tomorrow? Like, actually, I'm thinking about maybe I should tell. Maybe I should tell somebody that works at Twitch about this in order to make sure that, honestly, to make them legally liable. Because, like, now you knew about this, right? Like, now you knew that there was sexual assault that happened. It's on video. And like, now, you know, that's it. And so I think they know, man. Yeah, but it's different if, like, I have it right there and I say it right there. Do it in writing? Oh, I will. I'll do it in writing.
Now, what Asmongold just said there opens up a
Nigga say he about to send a
plethora
bird,
of interesting
and
talking
everything,
points. First
shorty.
and foremost, Twitch has an inconsistency problem when it comes to this type of stuff. There's no doubt in my mind that they had saw this clip or this is something that was on their radar. Hell, they'll see it if I drop a slur on my stream. But it's interesting that they took this long to even do some sort of addressing of the situation, and I think it's quite strange how they handled it. It's also interesting that he claims that he has the ability to make somebody legally liable to do certain things, and this has always existed? I say that because there are situations that have happened in the past in which Twitch has not handled something. Asmongold or other big content creators and streamers on the platform knew about the situation, but honestly did not leverage the power that they have in order to clean up the platform, you know, to get these sickos and perverts off of the platform. Now, don't get me wrong, we're definitely looking at the platform as a whole and how they handle these types of situations. Ultimately, Twitch did lay down a ban on both Nina and Zoe Spencer. Hold on now, Omar. I gotta say something real quick. In less
You
than
better not.
48 hours of both of them being
Boy, I thought
banned,
this nigga
now
about to
it is official
do a
that both
sponsor
Nina
stream.
and Zoe Spencer are unbanned after being banned after committing SA on camera to Saeed, Silky's assistant. And I'm here to tell you that Twitch, the platform, just doesn't care about SA. Now, it's probably something to note, and it's something I'm going to talk about later in the video, but Zoe did put out her apology video months ago, and now Nina has put out her apology video over the weekend. It seems as though that's all that it takes on the platform like Twitch, because Mango, another streamer, if you remember from Ludwig's burial cart video, who was essaying a bunch of different women, humping them without their clothes on, giving them physical contact, etc., is also back on the platform. So that would make 3 people this year who are on high-profile streams with high-profile streamers, etc., who have been committing SA
What
on
you using
stream,
that Vaseline
getting
for, my
banned
nigga?
off the platform and then
Huh?
unbanned in
What
no
that
time.
Vaseline
I think PR
for, my
played a
nigga?
large role as to why Twitch even went about doing
little
what they
nigga.
did, you know, the unbannings and the statements and everything like that. But I think
You're a
it's interesting
freaky
how
ass
quickly
boy.
they are able to and willing to reverse the actions that they made. Is the SA serious or is it not? And Twitch is making it as clear as possible that they really don't care about any of this stuff for real. Like, they just want people to feel like they care, feel like some sort of action was done, have the streamers make their announcements saying, good, I'm glad the platform did, etc., and then ultimately unban them, because they also do know that the unbans are going to get, you know, not as much traction or not as many views as the actual original banning of them. It's actually sick behavior and disgusting, but it does track for a platform like
It
Twitch.
tracks
Now, back to the video.
crazy.
Now, after getting cooked by a plethora of streamers like Stable Ronaldo, YBG, and McQueen,
I mean, yeah, she's a fucking weirdo. I don't know how it took that long. That's a literal crime. And you know it's bad when she admitted and she said that he should be embarrassed. Like, what are you, what?
She's dead.
That was like the worst thing you could have ever said.
Asmongold and XQC react to it, and they're like, she should be banned. And then she's like, I'm sorry.
Well, they're not even useful to the fucking platform. Who gives a fuck?
They shouldn't be done crazy, but there should be some consequences. There should. Because of the
Should be
fact of the matter is,
something.
nigga, if 2 men did this shit, it would look terrible. All the women in the world would be trying to cancel them to that man. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. But why is that okay when why is it okay to do that when men do it? But why? But it's not, nigga. But they not getting, the women aren't getting the same type of, they're not getting the same treatment. Nah. Doesn't matter if it was all fun and games. You shouldn't do that shit, especially not on stream. Nigga, keep your hands to yourself, okay? The nigga want to be a
Yes.
run away from Sakuchi, cool. Leave him alone. Let that nigga be a buster and run away from Sakuchi.
Let that nigga be a buster. Now that nigga was running though. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I would have went a different path, but you know what I'm saying? That doesn't make it right. But he was a buster.
Run away from Sakuchi, cool. Leave him alone. Let that nigga be a buster and run away from Sakuchi. Now you looking.
If you're a producer who hates AI, this plugin might change your mind. This is reimagining
One more.
co-producer. You can take
One
any
more
sample
ad,
you
bro. We're
find.
gonna see what happens. One more ad before this video ends. We're gonna see what happened, little nigga.
we finally got an apology from Nina after, you know, this whole incident happened.
I'ma always be alright, bro. Trust me. But I want to make sure he's okay with that ass. Because he's been very nice. He's always been very nice to me, you know? This situation, what I'm talking about, has nothing to do with YBG and none of that. So I don't want to hear his name, but it only has to do with me and Saeed. And listen, I'm old enough to own up to what I did wrong. And during the situation, I genuinely 100% thought it was a joke. I just thought he was laughing, so I'm like, oh, like we all just laughing and geeking. But yeah, I see. It is wrong. It is really, really wrong. And what we did was wrong. You know, he clearly was uncomfortable with it. You
How this
know,
nigga face look like that,
he's very hurt
bro?
by it, so.
Chopped ass nigga.
Her eyes not crazy? That's not crazy? Now, to me, it's interesting, but also very expected that Nina Lynn would apologize after this specific removal of her account from Twitch. It lends a lot of people to believe that she actually doesn't have a lot of remorse.
Thumbnail,
It's just a
thumbnail,
situation where
thumbnail.
she's trying to save face. And as
Look,
for
man,
Zoe
this nigga
Spencer,
saying
she
the same shit. Look, if you don't got nothing else for me,
However,
down from Twitch.
I didn't mean to make him feel uncomfortable whatsoever. And I know that I definitely crossed the line with everything. I was just trying to be funny and I was just trying to make a moment for the stream. I see that what I did came off all wrong and it's on me. I take full accountability for that. I just want to say, Saeed, and to anybody out there that I made feel uncomfortable, I'm genuinely genuinely sorry.
That
I'll
was a good
definitely do better
apology.
moving forward. I want
You
the
are
stream
trained.
life to be fun. I want it to be wild, and I want everybody to feel comfortable and have a good time, but definitely not at the cost of somebody feeling uncomfortable or feeling violated.
Now look, essay is essay, and I don't want anybody comparing the severity between what has been displayed in the Miskit video that I released a little bit earlier and this video. I don't think that that's the productive conversation to have. The more productive conversation to have is, what is this culture that's going on in the streaming community that thinks that stuff like this is okay and acceptable? Who are the enablers? Who are the people that can be stopping this? Who is aiding in these situations? And why do we have a platform that routinely is inconsistent as to how they handle these things? I think part of the reason why people feel as if they can continue to do these things is because there's not a serious platform that's going to give serious punishment based off of your actions and behaviors on stream. Hey, just think about this. I'm a new streamer on the block, and I know if I essay a woman on stream for
Hey,
the
don't
clicks,
just
likes, and
say that.
views and send out an apology, Twitch is only going to give me a 24-hour ban. What's really stopping me from doing these things? And hell, as we speak, I'm pretty sure
Your
Miskit is not
morals,
suspended
nigga. Your
or banned from the
morals.
platform as well. I'm putting a challenge, and I mean a real hard challenge on Twitch to do what needs to be done and keep these people off the platform. And the next people that I'm looking at is you, the viewing audience. Not necessarily directly blaming you, but you know, the bigger you as a whole. Stop giving your views and stop giving your eyeballs to these people who are bad and evil. Gang, there are so many other content creators who don't do these types of things. At the bare minimum, you could just at least not be so deeply involved with these streamers that you will blindly back them no matter what. That's the type of stuff that leads to all this behavior being enabled. And that's where we get nasty situations like what happened with Saeed, what happened with Imaru, what happened to...
Well, look, that's it, man. Look, y'all let me know how y'all feel about that, bro. Well, I mean, like I was like McQueen, but you know, if you're gonna be a buster, let him be a buster. You feel what I'm saying? 'Cause if you want to do all that, let him do all that, bro. That's what he want to do. You know what I'm saying? They went a little too far, but that's my opinion. I want y'all to smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, comment down because I told you to comment. You're gonna comment because you're gonna comment and you wanna comment, and that's just how it is, bro. Well, look, that's the end of the video, man. We gotta get up out of this library. It's Halloween, and I want everybody to have a good night, good time, good everything. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna come through trim. I might make a TikTok. I don't know. You feel me? But look, that's it. 1, 2, 3, go to sleep. I lied.